this is a 1 in a million moment, but there are rare moments in football, like the most ridiculous tackles.
I feel like he did that on purpose.
The craziest fumbles.
Oh, what are you doing?
Or the most impossible catches. Every moment in this video is incredibly rare. And first, pay attention to this ball.
Tannehill in trouble. Tannehill. Oh, he loses the football. Scooped up. Still free. Bouncing around.
They can never pick it up.
Washington's got it.
Man, that many fumbles is 1 in a million. But this next moment was so impossible. It only happened one time in NFL history. Because John Baldwin caught the ball using another player's back.
Oh, what a catch. What a grab.
That's crazy. Oh, wow. That's skill right there. Nah, that's skill right there. Nothing, no luck there. That was all skill. That was all skill.
But these next two players got a little too close, because they ended up getting stuck together.
To Graham. And Jimmy Graham takes a hard collision by Thomas Davis, who had a hit on him earlier.
Imagine getting stuck to the guy that tackled you. But sometimes it's your own people, because Tremaine Edmonds took having your teammates back to a whole new level.
Got a strange finish to this Lions-Bills play. Lions go handoff, get stuffed right here, but we're showing you this because watch, we're going to see a face mask get stuck on his teammate. Look at it's.
How does that even happen?
It's caught up. That's Tremaine Edmonds.
Dog, they couldn't do that again if they tried. And I hope Chris Boswell never does this again, because he was trying to do an onside kick, but ended up making the worst kick I've ever seen.
So there's the shift. Ravens
And somebody's. See, he was trying to show off. Look at him.
Very often the officials even laughing about that one. He just comes out
Trying to show off. He's trying to be a hot shot, huh?
This isn't asking a little too much.
Trying to be a hot shot.
He was going to try and pooch it to the right.
That was so bad, he started walking off the field mid-play. But this fan should have left early too, because when the Texans were taking on the Jaguars, a fan ran into the end zone and tried to catch the ball.
Lawrence to Robinson, and he takes it in for a touchdown.
James Robinson does a nice job squaring the shoulders and getting right past him.
You can see there was a fan in the end zone
Who was open?
Man, the security must have been busy, because I ain't never seen that before. And I wish I'd never seen this next moment, because the kicker was caught doing his business in the middle of a game.
Now you think about Novak and what his range is.
Well, Novak did hit.
Dude, I love these Chargers jerseys, man.
Knew what he was doing. But
I love those Chargers jerseys. The light blue.
Because this punter right here was making his NFL debut. And on his first punt ever, he did something impossible.
His first NFL punt here. Almost got to him as he got it away, and it hit the scoreboard.
Yeah, they gotta fix that with the Cowboys Stadium.
That thing looked like it was still on the way up, too. It hit it on the rise.
I want to see if he can do it again.
They gotta nerf that.
Man, you should get extra points for that. And this next moment should get extra points too, because Cam Newton once scored a touchdown like this.
Newton, quarterback draw, diving into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that Panthers team was OP that year.
But now,
Every time he scored, you do the dab and all that shit.
Because after he heard
They were
a
OP that year.
He did something you're never supposed to do.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense. Number 93. Half the distance to the goal line. Still first down.
Jason Babbitt. Oh, the Hawaiian peace sign given by Chuck Season.
Yeah. The NFL fined him $40,000 for that.
Damn.
That's an expensive-ass finger. But we can't talk about 1 in a million moments without mentioning the time that Tyreek Hill scored a touchdown and turned himself into a cameraman.
Mahomes, throw it, end zone, touchdown, Tyreek Hill.
Now, normally, you see running backs trucking through other players, but have you ever seen one run through a referee? Well,
Chargers of Baltimore 4-1. First down and run as Sean Green runs through the
Bro, why is you in the way, bro? Get out the way.
40-yard line.
Nah, man. He's not getting any good calls after that. But somebody's got to call out Kiko Alonso, because he made Taylor Gabriel look like a baby.
Matt Ryan looking to throw to Taylor Gabriel. Incomplete, but Kiko Alonso catches Gabriel and carries him for like 10 yards. Take another look. Gabriel leaps to make the catch, but he's caught midair by Alonso.
It's a Falcons team that made it to the Super Bowl. I don't know how to even choke that shit. 28-3.
Someone get his mommy. Well, that's just humiliating. But I don't know what's worse, because on this next moment, someone was about to make a 1 in a million play, and it got ruined.
So good. Watch out here. Huber has to pull it down. A flag is down, and Huber is slammed to the ground. A chance. Oh, but look at the move by Huber with the ball when he realizes he moved behind the back. I thought he
that was nice, though. I ain't gonna lie.
First down.
Man, he's out here breaking ankles. But DeAndre Hopkins broke the internet, because during a game against the Bills, he made an impossible game-winning catch over 3 defenders.
Murray out of the pocket. 7 seconds. 6 seconds. Murray heaves it downfield.
D-Hop.
DeAndre Hopkins.
That is one of the greatest catches of all time. But sometimes great plays can go horribly wrong, because Michael Thomas got fined for a 1 in a million celebration.
Mara starts in the slot. Passes to Thomas. He's gone. Touchdown Saints.
The hell? You put a phone there. How do you get fined for that, dude?
Man literally called game, but the NFL ruined the fun. They fined Thomas 30 grand because players can't have phones on the field. But there are even
30 grand is like $30 to a millionaire. Like, come on now.
rare moments in the NFL, like when Vita Vea lost his tooth mid-game, or when DK Metcalf pooped himself during a match. And we'll get to all that and much more. But first, thanks to our sponsor Sleeper, because they let you turn your football knowledge into real money. Yeah, pick more or less in stats. You got to do is click 500 and click the link. So you got to talk about this fan who had a once-in-a-lifetime experience. See, during a Seahawks game, the team released their pet mascot to fly around in the crowd, and instead of flying back to its handler, it landed on this man's head.
We've got to run away. We've got to oh, wow. Get that guy season tickets.
Ugh, that kind of looked like it hurt. But enough about Hawks, alright? We got to talk about the GOAT, because Tom Brady pulled off an impossible pass from the ground.
At the U of M. Well, Brady falls down and still throws it.
Damn.
But some 1 in a million moments are just weird. Like the time Dak Prescott was caught doing this.
Take a look at Dak Prescott. Look at his workout. This is what he does. He does not have to step into throws. He does everything off of opening that right hip and then whipping that left hip. That's where he gets all his power.
What the fuck is this?
You can see golfers doing the same thing, and here he goes. Even on the run, you can see a little bit of the action.
But some moments need to stay 1 in a million. Because when Bills quarterback Ryan Fitzpatrick threw the game-winning touchdown, he made noises I don't ever want to hear again. I can't tell whether he was screaming or celebrating, but I'd be screaming in this next moment, because in the middle of a game, he lost his tooth.
Oh,
Damn.
he lost a tooth.
Damn.
And he's smiling. That's the best part.
And
I know that shit hurt.
Smiling and not crying. Now, something I've always wondered is what happens if you're playing an
I know that shit
NFL
hurt.
game and need to take a dump. Well, when that happened to DK Metcalf, he did something we've never seen before.
DK Metcalf on the cart being taken from the field moments ago.
You know, Chris, he seems superhuman on the football field, right? But we're all human. It's just a restroom break. No worries, DK will be returning to the game shortly.
All right, breaking news. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to embarrass anybody.
This man really got carted off to take a dump. That's nasty. But this next
Don't they have like
real
porta
emergency.
potties on the field?
During an episode of NFL Red Zone, out of nowhere, an alarm evacuated the entire crew.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a first in my 20-something year broadcasting career. We have an alarm going off in the studios of NFL Red Zone right now.
This video hella long.
In our studios here in Inglewood, California, we are being told we need to evacuate the building. We do not know the nature of the emergency. You can probably hear the alarm going right over the top of my right shoulder here.
Luckily, it was just a false alarm and there was no fire. But the alarm should have been going off at this next moment, because OBJ violated another player.
And now Stafford gets to take a deep shot, looking for Beckham, intercepted again by Chuck Clark.
Bruh, that is not defense. That is a crime. Now, Ed Dixon had a play that may never happen again, because after his teammate lost the ball, this happened.
On first down, Jonathan Stewart with a big
Oh, I remember this guy, Jonathan Stewart.
But the Panthers have it. It's Ed Dixon. He grabbed it in the air, and it's going to be a Panther touchdown.
Panthers used to have a two-way punch running back style of play. I think it was Jonathan Stewart and what's that other guy? What was his name? D'Angelo Williams. Yeah, they were nice. They used to be nice. Their running game.
That is a massive W. But this next play is an L, because during a game against the Bears, the Detroit Lions turned the ball over in the most ridiculous way.
First down and goal.
What the fuck?
It's more about them beating themselves.
What was that?
Than what's going on
Bro.
With the defense. A good drive ended.
What was my man doing?
So stupid.
I've never seen anything like that. And the same goes for this next moment, because Mark Sanchez
It was a
pulled off
glitch.
a 1 in a million fumble. It was Thanksgiving Day, 2015.
Oh, I remember this
Everyone and
play.
their grandma was watching the
I still don't know how this
win
happened.
in the second quarter. Mark got the ball
The
and
fuck?
decided to run it.
We talked to Tom Moore then at Indianapolis, the offensive coordinator. You got to bust it here, and then
That was so stupid.
and it's alive.
I have never seen this before in my life. Watch this. This is what Reggie White used to do to people. Mark Sanchez was not expecting it, and it was the backside.
Why are you running to the back of his offensive line, though?
Teammate and then fumbled the ball. Well, look, we got to talk about the time the Saints pulled off the impossible.
Bro.
It went horribly wrong. It was December 21st, 2003. Saints versus Jaguars. And the Saints were fighting for a playoff spot. With only 2 games left in their season, they had to win. But during the fourth quarter, the Saints were down 13-20 with only 7 seconds left and 80 yards from the end zone when they pulled off the most impossible play in NFL history.
Brooks.
That Madden script and shit.
Dante Stallworth catches it, stays in bounds. He's going to have to score on this one, and he's got a chance. Getting a couple of blocks, laterals it over to Michael Lewis. Back to McAllister. Still alive. And they got it. Jerome Payton with the catch. He dives into the end zone for the touchdown.
And then the kicker. It was time for the kicker.
Keep your season alive.
Keep your season alive. Yeah. What a way to keep your season alive. Yeah.
Now, all the Saints had to do was hit the extra point and send the game into overtime.
Yeah.
But when they lined up for the kick,
They're paying you millions of dollars to do this. Millions of dollars to do this. And this is what you did.
nightmare happened.
You're getting paid millions of dollars.
Inside there is 6-7.
Here's Mitch Berger, the holder.
Look at, and he missed.
And he missed it.
Millions of dollars.
Now that is a 1 in a million choke. But to be honest, the NFL has always been brutal. I mean, at one point in NFL history, they didn't even wear helmets. Imagine that. And the NFL's history gets even crazier. From rival leagues trying to take the NFL down, to Michael Jackson saving the NFL from bankruptcy. There's a lot you don't know about the league. So if you want to know more, click on this video right here. This is the entire history of the NFL. And this video
Entire history of the NFL.
So you might as well click on it, right?
I'm not interested in watching that. Anyways, yeah, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.